Let me just say quickly though, I've not lost my fire. I haven't filmed in a while, but she's back like she never left. Yeah, we danced on tabletops and we took too many shots and we kissed by Africa. God's watching you. I've literally been staring at my face for like 5 minutes before filming because I forgot how much of this the camera shows. Having a little bit of insecurities right now. But hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're not even gonna go into the fact that I've been just like not here for a month. Life update. What have I done in my life? Well, I dyed my hair. You can't really tell. It's a lot lighter now, but it's like dark in this room. So like I'm like not on social media like at all unless I post something. I was on TikTok today. Obviously you have to scroll through in order to like find the type of sound you want to do. And even though like I kind of enjoyed myself, I was like, I want to log off. Like I don't want to be here. And that's hilarious as someone who literally does like YouTube and social media at one point full time. I just like stare at a screen all day at work and I don't want to be looking at a screen. So I'm having like weird back and forth about social media because I love it and I like feel like it's just such a great place to be, but like when I'm on it I don't want to be there. So having a bit of a midlife crisis there. But yeah, got a tattoo. That was probably the biggest thing. Let me know if you guys wanted a video on my tattoo or like some form of like Q&A about getting tattoos. Maybe I could do a Q&A about tattoos and like if I think they're a sin. Well, clearly not. But you know, could answer that. Reasons behind my tattoo. Did it hurt? Do I want more? Like, just give me the questions, you know? Like, I'll do a Q&A on my tattoo. But yeah, it says redeemed. If you can't see, I'll insert a photo. Without further ado, let's get into the video. I am doing a solving dilemmas video. I have missed being past LED/Dr. Phil. Not really sure which one I'm calling myself these days. Right now, it's just your homegirl, giving you some hardcore, tough love. A couple of these are from really old Q&As that I hadn't replied to, but then some are from today. And maybe there may be more as I begin reading through. The first dilemma is, I'm in a new chapter within my life where I'm getting closer to God every day and my faith is flourishing. You go, girl. Woo woo. But at the same time, everything is changing. Friends, choices and experiences, etc. I feel like because I am changing as a person, my friends are looking at me differently and don't understand me. It's getting very lonely and confusing. During this process, I've lost a lot of people who I thought would be in my life forever. I just want to know if you've ever gone through the same thing and if there is any advice you can give. God bless. It's really difficult. Really difficult when you are so passionate about your faith, but you also know that you need to have a social life. In my experience, I wouldn't say I lost anyone, but I am not as close with the people that I was close with pre-Christian. I've managed to keep some friends close and be able to see them on a regular-ish basis without it being weird. But I would say it was weird at first because I was completely different to how I am now. Like, I don't really know much about your story, but like I am not the same person that I was when I made friends with those people. So I think let your friends find it weird. I know that sounds really strange for me to say, but like it's almost like they're mourning a person that they had. And even though you have changed for the better, there may have been some things that you did with them that now you're not doing. For instance, me drinking, swearing, talking about boys in like that way. And now I don't do that. And like that was a big part of our bonding. So yeah, it was weird for them and they had to kind of get used to that. I've never really asked them like how they got used to it. They probably now would just say they're proud of me, but that's 2 years down the line. So like if I asked them originally, they'd be like, yeah, you have changed, it's a bit weird, you know? And there are certain people that I'm like really not close to at all because of the dramatic change. And that's the other thing, you will be able to distinguish during this time who are your real friends and who are not. I never talk to my friends about it, as I said, but maybe you could talk to them about it, like how are they finding it, what are their like viewpoints about you being Christian. That may be a good way to like open up conversation about like your journey, sowing a seed but without shoving it down their throat. Plus, it will be a good way for you to see if they are really like for your growth, or they just want you to remain stagnant for the sake of their comfort for you as a friend. You'll get to a point where you will not only have such a strong faith, but you'll be so secure in yourself that it won't faze you, and the people that are for you will just naturally be for you, and the people that you can tell aren't for you, it just won't bother you. Like, I'm not saying you won't be a bit upset, but you won't try to conform, or you won't try to force a friendship that isn't there. I feel like you just have to distinguish the type of friends that you have and not be afraid to suss them out. Like, it's the same as with a boy that you know isn't good for you, and you don't want to do digging because you know if you do digging you'll lose them, but it's like you knew that they weren't really ever there anyway. So you gotta break the ties, girl. Like, don't make your friends an idol, ever. You will lose some friends, but you will keep some friends, and you will gain some friends. And that is not only just the journey of Christian life, that is a journey of life. You will go through a stage of life where friendships change. This person said, how to know if you like someone and if these feelings are just out of lust or if it's something serious, and how should you even approach someone you like. I'm gonna put on my relationship advice boots. They're my favorite boots. I love to wear them if you didn't know already. First of all, if you like someone and you're debating whether the feelings are out of lust or something genuine, it's probably not something genuine. Like, if you're thinking about that, if you're questioning it, more likely than not, it's probably not serious. Like, I have had many relationships, especially one where I was Christian, like, not a relationship. I would never call it a relationship, because I remember like watching videos about like if it's the right guy for you, like how to know it's like a Christian man. And the fact that I was doing that much digging, I knew for a fact that my conscience wasn't clear. Was I going to God to even ask if he was the right person? Was I even asking God to take him out of my life if he wasn't good for me? No, I was stubborn, but I was trying to find that one thing that hopefully made me feel secure in a relationship that I was never secure in. Let me just say quickly though, I've not lost my fire. I haven't filmed in a while, but she's back like she never left. You will know if it is out of lust if when you think of them, you think of having sex with them. That is the first thing. I'm not saying you like don't think about having sex with someone that you sincerely like, but if like that's the first place that your mind goes consecutively, especially when you're like early talking, like I don't want to expose myself too much, but like when you're just talking to someone, like yeah, you find them attractive, but I wouldn't say like the sexual attraction is like way up, especially if it's sincere. Like you're just trying to get to know the person, your intentions are for something deeper. That in of itself will just show you right away, but obviously a lot of those feelings have to come from actions that provoke those feelings. If you're talking to someone and you guys are like, or not already, y'all should be never talking dirty to each other unless there is a ring on that finger. But if you're talking dirty and there's a lot of talk about like your looks or your body or like just, you know, the typical like back and forth tete-a-tete, when it's just insincere and all you're talking about is surface level things, you know that you're lusting and they're lusting and the relationship is just not for you, sis. You're gonna get your heart broken. No matter how much a boy makes you feel special with your looks, if he doesn't make you feel special as a woman of God and cherishes your body enough to want to save it for marriage, he's not worth it. It's not the desire in of itself, it's how you express that desire. And then the second part of your question was, how should I even approach someone I like? And I think I did a video once about like whether Christian girls should shoot their shot or not, and to spoil that video completely, 100% they should, girl. I'm not saying that a man should just like sit back and allow a girl to pursue, because I personally believe that a man should be the one pursuing. However, I shot my shot. I did that. Build a relationship with them and slightly express them that you like them. You don't have to tell them that you like them, but like show a lot of interest and just see how they take it. And if nothing happens, I would say there's like 2 options you can take, but then I have rebuttals to the 2 of them. So like, this is also me asking question back to you guys as to what you think. A, you don't say anything and you wait for them to say something, and if they say nothing, then you know that they're not pursuing you. However, my rebuttal could be that that person wasn't really sure and couldn't read you, because men are terrible at reading women. So you might just like ruin your chances because he wasn't too sure, you know? Don't know. Second point is that you could tell him, have a conversation with him, like, do you like me or not? Would I do that? I don't know. But if you are confident, girl, you do it, because I think that probably is like the best one to do. I just don't know if I have the guts for that. You do you, girl. My rebuttal for that would be is obviously I'd be embarrassed if he said I don't. But you know, one heartbreak is one heartbreak closer to your dream man, and that's on period. And I just say pray about it as well. Like forgot about that one. Pray about it and ask God to like just reveal to you. Like I remember praying for Naz, like about Naz consecutively. If he is not for me, take him out of my life immediately. I do not want anything to do with getting my heart broken again. That's not saying that I didn't want to be his friend, but I wanted a like signal from God that he was not the one. Because he is pretty darn handsome, and I definitely could have gotten distracted from that and not fixated on what God wanted for me. Okay, and the last one is, I don't know why I was like pressed to get more than this, because I just talk so long over like one dilemma. How to deal with hurting people's feelings unintentionally and them not understanding you because you put Christ first. I told a non-Christian boy I can't compromise and was made fun of my faith and told I rejected him. I would want you to change that phrase, hurting people's feelings unintentionally, to doing the will of Christ, and like saving that person from a fruitless relationship and saving yourself from a fruitless relationship, which is a very, very mature thing to do. Sometimes people need to be hurt in order to be awakened. Sometimes those rejections can be painful. However, would you rather say yes to everything, be a yes man, and then things just go wrong for you and the other person? Or stand your ground, have it be a little bit uncomfortable, but both parties learn? You've done the will of God. And for the people that made fun of your faith and like made fun of the fact that you rejected him, I can't swear, but like the letter after E, them. Who cares what they think? I know it's like easier said than done, and you probably will care at this point, because I definitely would care. But every single dilemma that I come across, I almost just want to say, think eternally. Just set your eyes on God and know that like in the moment, it will be hard. Jesus said the world will hate you. Jesus said the world will disagree with you. But take heart, for I have overcome the world. For I am your God. For I am the one who knows the beginning from the end. I know your plans to prosper you and not to harm you. I know the man you're going to be with. I know the fruitful relationship that you're going to have. I know that you are going to do amazing things for the kingdom. This is just your start, and I think like take this as a really good opportunity. Like I'm almost getting excited for you, because I don't know how old you are. I assume you're younger than me, and I wish that I had that boldness at that age, to have that courage to say no as a teenager in like this day and age is hard. For you to say no, and for you to stand your ground, and for you to be set apart at such a young age, for me that's just an insight into the amazing things that God is going to do in your life. All props to you, girl. You're doing stuff, and I don't want you to feel like you have to fit in with people like that, because it only matters what God thinks, and God is so beyond proud. That is the end of this video. I think I have a few more dilemmas coming in, so I will save those and do a part 2 at some point. I haven't even eaten dinner and it's 9:30, so I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon with another video.